Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And now on second down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Oh, spin move. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Longhorns are in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Pocket breaking down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. He's looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Quarterback moving. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's John. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's John. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's John. And he'll be brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Got it inside the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And all of that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Soft spot in the middle. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Kentucky going quickly. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Kentucky. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gives it on the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. throw. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's John. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice.
It's a running room. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one. They've got it down to the 23. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football.
Gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the throw.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Pressure coming. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab deep. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grab behind the line. It's Demania. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. He makes the grab. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Oh, better look out! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
He is going nowhere. This defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's John. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute.
Loose in the middle. That's 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Brown wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Longhorns Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option. The give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. Brown will throw it. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now improvising. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Brown wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.